Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy B Mahari here, represent Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LDBC and the basketball community. I'm just gonna go straight to the point. So forget all the intro pleasantry that I normally do in my videos. I'm just gonna go straight to the point. All right. There's been a lot of pushback from LeBron James against Kyrie's, demand and push to try to cancel out the season. All right. And LeBron has been pretty much leading the way to push against the thought about resuming basketball amidst of the COVID-19 pandemic and amidst of the social injustice that is going on. Okay. Now, as I did in my video yesterday, more than 80 players joined a conference calls led by Kyrie Irving, who once again is the vice president of the Players Association, and pretty much address all the issues at hand here. And pretty much the thing is, these players felt like that their voices were not being heard from the president of the Players Association, Chris Paul, who is a huge friend of LeBron James. And this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about here. All right. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about because LeBron James and Chris Paul, they both want to resume the season as quickly as possible. But the problem is, there are a lot of players right now that felt that their voices were not being heard. And now it's like Kyrie Irving has now taken in their concerns and now he's pushing back on that idea. All right. Listen, I am getting sick and tired of all these media people bashing on Kyrie Irving. Kyrie was doing his job as the vice president of the Players Association. In fact, I even saw one person that pretty much said, "Oh, Kyrie Irving is basically a case to his team. He should be blackballed from the league." What? What? What are you talking about? How are you going to sit here and tell me that that guy deserves to be blackballed because of what he's doing? He's doing his purpose and job as a vice president of the Players Association. Really? And here's where it gets worse. Here's where it gets worse. I even see one person pretty much said like, "Oh, he's trying to prevent LeBron James from winning a championship. Kyrie's petty as hell. Why he didn't support that? But before LeBron James and his crew, voted." Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have to understand this. I'm gonna keep saying this. When it comes to the Players Association, they all go to the president first. They go to Chris Paul first because he's the president. He is the leader of the President Association. But again, I'm going to keep saying this. The players felt that their concerns and their issues were not being voiced enough through Chris Paul because he was trying to please and accommodate the needs of LeBron James. And this is why the players said, what the hell with Chris Paul? We need I'm going to take this as Kyrie Irving. And guess what? Kyrie Irving is doing his job. He is basically serving the interests of the players, something that Chris Paul should have done in the first place. Now, right now, at this particular point, LeBron James is reportedly leading the fight in favor of finishing the season. And earlier on that week, okay, LeBron basically announced the formation of a voting rights group along with Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks to hope increase black voter turnout and any voter suppression. And as reported by The Athletic, LeBron James was not involved in that conference call because the thing is, LeBron has been one of those people that's wanted the season to resume. And one of the people that's not wanted the season to resume, two players from the Lakers, Dwight Howard and Avery Bradley. Plus, Carmelo Anthony, who is one of LeBron James' friends, also side with the players that not want to resume the season. Okay? And another thing though, too, Kevin Durant was also part of that conference call as well. So listen, miss me with the whole notion that Kyrie Irving is basically doing himself wrong. He's doing the right thing. He's absolutely doing the right thing. LeBron is being a complete narcissist. He's thinking about himself. He's thinking about his own interests than about the interests of the league and the players. Do y'all get that? If the Lakers do not win the championship, the bottom line is they're going to at least trade him. And not many teams are going to be interested in dealing with LeBron James because of the drama that he puts in behind the scenes all the time. I'm sick and tired of people basically saying, "Oh, LeBron's a totally good person on and off the court." No, he's not. He's a good person off the court. But when it comes to business basketball related business on the court, the dude is a complete psychopath. He is a straight up narcissist who thinks about himself all the time. How many times have we heard stories about where LeBron James would tell you something to your face and then do something behind your back? Every single time. And a lot of the superstars like Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, they know this. They know this about LeBron James. It's pretty much ridiculous. All right. Now this is where LeBron James pretty much is putting his foot in his mouth every time. He pretty much says like, because of everything that's going on here, people are starting to listen to us. We feel like we're finally getting the foot in the door. How long is it up to us? We don't know, but we feel like we're getting some ears and some attention, and this is the time for us to finally make a difference. No, to make a difference for yourself to try to get you another ring. Listen, I'm very tired of LeBron James acting like this. It's ridiculous. And you want to know what makes it worse there too? What makes it worse is these LeBron fanboys in the damn media always, every time, trying to cape for LeBron James every single time. They never ever put LeBron James on notice when he does something wrong. You notice that? This is one of the big reasons why I don't watch debate shows. I don't watch them. There's this basically it's basically toxic. All right, because I know too much to know that they're basically totally wrong. The only people I listen to are probably just reporters that are actually on the inside doing their job. But other than that, that's about it. All right. Now here's the other thing though too. There have been a lot of people that have been siding with Kyrie Irving. Steven Jackson has been one of them. He's been pretty much at the forefront, pretty much siding with Kyrie Irving on this. And this is what Austin Rivers had to say here. He pretty much said that believes that players could probably fight for racial injustice if they get paid. This is how stupid this sounds. Here's what he has to say about this. This is how stupid it sounds. He said, this is what Austin Rivers said. With this money, you can help out even more people and continue to give more give more important to give more importantly your time and your energy towards the Black Lives Matter movement. All right, which I'm 100% on board with, because change needs to happen and injustices have been going on for far too long. But also, not to mention, there are plenty of NBA players I know who need them paychecks. 99% of the NBA money hasn't made the money a guy like Kyrie has. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Let me be real with this. All right. Austin Rivers, the only reason why you still have a job in the NBA is because your dad basically saved you from being blackballed out of the NBA. All right, because you were not panning out the way you were supposed to be when you came out from Duke, and then pretty much your dad got you a job, and basically was one of the sole reasons why Chris Paul left the Clippers, because you weren't willing to trade your son to get Carmelo Anthony. Get out of here, bro. This dude, I swear, Austin Rivers is the type of dude that I just want to punch in the face every time I see him. I'm serious, man. This dude is a complete joke. But I digress. But I digress. Thing is this, okay? LeBron James is completely wrong on this. He is 100% dead wrong on this. And when we look back at this whole entire, pandemic time in NBA history, they're all going to look at LeBron James and they're going to pretty much ask him why he didn't support the players in canceling the season and protecting, the integrity of the Players Association. Why did you decide to basically resume basketball in the midst of all the social injustices that's going on right here? You know what I mean? And that cases of the COVID-19 virus are starting to pile with each passing day. I mean, it's really gonna look bad, man. It really does. But it doesn't come without consequence, because these players understand that they're gonna lose a lot of money out of this. All right. But if you ask a lot of them, I think that they wouldn't have any problem losing some money if it means doing something that's going to voice their concerns about playing, but also voice the issues that's going on in this country. That's where we're at this particular point. And I appreciate Kyrie Irving for doing his job, and I appreciate for him for doing what he has to do, because the players, they felt that their voices were not being heard by Chris Paul, and Kyrie Irving heard their complaints, and he's taking charge of this. because that's what you're supposed to do when you're working for a huge prestige organization like the National Basketball Players Association. That's exactly what you got to be doing. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave you guys in the comment section. Tell me, guys, what you guys think. All right, and let me make this very, very clear for all the LeBron James fanatics and trolls that like to flirt around in these comment sections. I'm telling you right now, you don't have any morals. You don't have any kind of common sense in your brains. Use some common sense before you try to talk to me about anything relating to basketball related issues or any issues around this country. We have a pandemic and we're fighting a civil war going around here in this country. If you think that playing basketball is going to cure everything, you are sadly mistaken. And I don't want to hear it. I definitely don't want to hear it. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section. And I'll make some more videos later on in the day. Peace.